It was always going to be a hugely consequential night on the road to Wembley this past Sunday when we were back in Porchester Hall for Live in London 108, and so it proved to be an unforgettable night of pro wrestling at its best, brought to you by Revolution Pro Wrestling. One of those unforgettable moments came in the opening match when the undisputed British Women's Champion was in non-title action, Alexis Falcon, against the debuting Scandinavian Dragon, Alice Inc. Whether you love her or hate her, there's no doubt that Falcon has been pretty much unstoppable in RevPro over the past 2 or 3 months, but she wasn't on Sunday. Alice Inc. certainly found a way to stop her. It came from nowhere, the roundhouse kick known as the Dragon's Tail, knocking Falcon completely out cold. 3 seconds later, a pinfall victory on her debut for Alice Inc. over the British Women's Champion. A week before Live in London, JJ Gale had been disrespected by the Cowboy Way after his loss to one called Manders, Thomas Shire attacking him from behind. So Gale was looking for a measure of revenge when he and Shire went one-on-one on Sunday. And Shire was able to dominate large portions of this match against Gale, but it wasn't enough. It's the heart and soul of RevPro getting the Gale Force to secure the 1-2-3 and an impressive win against Thomas Shire.
JJ Gale hits over. Oh, come on! Francisco. It's David Francisco. When will he let it go? That's another belt shot there.
I stayed away so that you could prove you were really leaving me behind, so that you could win. But you don't. You never do. No one does. The only person who has actually gone from contender to champion is me. Yet still, I don't get the credit that I've earned, do I? Every single thing that I've been through to get here, everything that I'm going to do to you and to anyone else to get what I want you to remember that I blame you.
Oh, come on! God's sake.
2 of the 3 Flying Bryant brothers, Zander and Leland, in action up next against a debuting team, CSI from Italy. Luca De Leone and Nordino doing their best to light the notoriously short fuse of Zander Bryant. But unfortunately for CSI, Bryant was able to control his rage and to channel it appropriately, as a result of which the Flying Bryants, after a pair of Bryant splashes, picking up the win. Zander and Leland proving themselves to be an increasingly impressive tag team duo. Next up, the winner of the Revolution Rumble, Connor Mills, made his way to the ring ahead of our main event later in the night, which would go a long way towards determining who it would be who he would challenge for that British heavyweight title at Wembley Arena at the end of August.
I'll be watching from afar tonight, and I'll let you do your thing. I won't get involved, because whatever happens in August at Wembley Arena, you'll hear Francesca saying, "I'm good! Undisputed British Heavyweight Champion, Connor Mills!"
More tag team action up next. Rio teaming with Emerson Jane to take on Kanji and Danny Luna. This all taking place, of course, in the shadow of the recent bad blood between Kanji and Rio. A powerbomb from Rio on Kanji onto the ring apron. Kanji then hitting back with a hidden blade shot to the back of the head of Rio. Both women taken out. And meanwhile, inside the ring, Danny Luna hitting Emerson Jane with the Luna landing, a move that looked like would have won the match, except that Mercedes Blaze, who was inexplicably on the outside from midway during the match, put Jane's foot on the ropes. Luna, quite rightly, infuriated by that intervention from Blaze, but as she was distracted, arguing the point, Jane recovered, was able to strike her and to secure the pinfall victory. So Emerson Jane and Rio with a controversial win, but a win nonetheless in tag team action over Kanji and Danny Luna. Next, for the first time since his impressive showing in the Revolution Rumble, the contenders Chicago Desai was back in action in non-title competition against the undisputed British Cruiserweight champion Leighton Buzzard. And Desai showed more of the potential that has marked him out as a real prospect on the UK scene since his arrival on RevPro's main roster. Unfortunately, the newly evident nasty side of Leighton Buzzard was once more on display, and for all of Desai's efforts, Buzzard able to secure a decisive pinfall win, after which Buzzard was not done. Buzzard locking in the guillotine choke, but as Buzzard attempted to choke out Desai, Lando ran to the ring to break up the hold.
You want another shot at my title? You got it. All you have to do is beat 7 other men in the British J Cup. Then I'm all yours, buddy.
Wow.
You do this.
Oh, come on! This has been Mods, Caven, True and Lacey putting the boots on Joe Lando!
Danny Black ran down to the ring to help out Lando, and as the smoke cleared, what emerged was a tag team match that had been scheduled for later in the show. Lando and Black against True and Lacey. Unfortunately for them, Caven remained a menace at ringside, and the presence of Will Caven ultimately making the difference. Off the back of a low blow, True and Lacey getting the victory over CPF as a night that was already going badly for Joe Lando in particular went worse. Next, for the first time in over 6 years, Eddie Kingston returned to Revolution Pro Wrestling for a first-time ever showdown against one called Manders. Two of the finest and hardest-hitting heavyweights in the world today going at it in front of an electric crowd, standing room only at Porchester Hall, until finally, via a DDT, Kingston securing the 1-2-3 to a rapturous standing ovation in London.
I just want to tell you guys thank you. You guys give me hope. You guys give me joy. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, RevPro.
And so, to our main event, and it was no exaggeration to say that this would be one of the most consequential matches in Revolution Pro Wrestling history. Indeed, the direction of the company as we edge ever closer towards that 14-year anniversary at Wembley Arena would hinge on the result of this championship rematch, the undisputed British heavyweight title being defended by Jay Joshua against Michael Oku, who was looking to become just the second man ever to win that championship for a third time. Oku and Joshua went at it in a classic main event. Michael Oku picking up Jay Joshua, hitting him with the final destination, and 3 seconds after that became the undisputed British heavyweight champion. Oku, though, seemed to revel in the disapproval of many of the fans in Porchester Hall who had wanted Jay Joshua to win and started gloating about the victory, singing that he's going to Wembley. That brought out Connor Mills, the tag team partner of Jay Joshua and the number one contender who is guaranteed a shot at the champion. Mills shoving Oku away as he tried to console a frankly inconsolable Joshua. Oku started singing his Wembley song again and Mills came back at him a second time. Oku finally retreating as Mills stared at him from inside the ring, a possible preview of what's going to happen at the biggest show in the history of Revolution Pro Wrestling. Well, before we get to Wembley, there is much more wrestling to happen, including in the month of June. Saturday the 27th, the British J Cup is in Stevenage, and before that we are live in Southampton, June 21st. We hope we'll see you at one or both of those events. But after a breathtaking Sunday in Porchester Hall, I've been Dave Bradshaw, and this has been your RevPro Recap.